Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a health and wellness hypnosis session that was created for a client that had been diagnosed with breast cancer and made the choice from a place of empowerment not to consider surgery, chemotherapy, or any of the traditional medical approaches. And they were quite intelligent, quite well researched. They'd made that decision from a place of courage and confidence. And since that decision, actually, the tumor hadn't spread or grown and seemed to be getting smaller. And they had upcoming tests to see the status of that. Now, you may, if you listen to the show regular, recall that I interviewed one of the leading cancer hypnotherapists, Gary Coles, not too long ago. And the consensus within the hypnosis community is that hypnosis isn't really there to treat cancer, but it can be very useful to treat the emotions around cancer. And this client had heard that interview, reached out to me, and wanted the hypnosis to help what they felt was connected in some way to the cancer. And that was this feeling of something being unresolved or something that was suppressed or some trapped emotion. And that's what they wanted the hypnosis session to do. And, you know, when you listen to the podcast, you're listening to the final bit of a session. You're not listening to all of the diagnostic questions that lead up to it. And what the client revealed is that there was a place that they'd been to in real life, a hiking route in Hawaii, and there was certain streams and trees there that they felt really connected to the essence of healing. So you're going to hear that as part of not just the induction, but the direct suggestions that link to letting go of something unresolved. And the great thing about using metaphors and ambiguous suggestions is that the unconscious can interpret that in whichever way it chooses. An unresolved emotion could be a moment of regret from a decade ago. It doesn't have to be something deeply toxic. But generally, it's a good thing to close open loops and to move forward in life from a position of acceptance, forgiveness, and generally not hold on to painful or unhelpful emotions. And that's really the essence of this hypnosis session. It does link to the idea of healing and getting better, but these are just positive hypnotic suggestions that I think anyone would benefit from. Who wouldn't want to feel with more energy, feel healthier, feel with more vitality? So these are quite broad no matter what your individual circumstances are. If you like the idea of some kind of bespoke session tailored to your individual needs, there will be a link in the show notes that you can schedule a completely free 30-minute consultation call to explore working with me. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in that slow, calm, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, just release any feelings of stress or tension. Feel how good it would feel to imagine those sensations leaving your body in that outward breath. When you breathe in deeper than you normally would. And as you exhale, just extend that outward breath, making it longer and deeper, enabling a sense that what no longer serves you is leaving you. Scan your body for any clues of tension, particularly in the eyelids, forehead, or perhaps your jaw. And just get a sense that they're becoming more and more relaxed as you breathe in a feeling of relaxation and exhale tension. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine floating up out of your body. Keep your physical body exactly where it is, and imagine how it would feel if your imagination went on a journey over land and oceans. And imagine a journey over the Pacific Ocean, all the way flying through clouds, up into the atmosphere and down towards the sea, all the way to Hawaii. And I want you to imagine seeing Maui and a particular part that catches your eye. Perhaps valleys, forests, creeks, where clouds collide with the landscape. And just imagine how it would feel to touch down close to a monument. Imagine breathing in that fresh air. And imagine hiking to a particular location with an unusual tree. Breathe in the fresh air, feel maybe the heat, humidity. Get a sense that this is where your imagination belongs right now. And just imagine seeing a tree that almost looks like its arms are open wide, inviting you to embrace the tree for a hug. And I want you to imagine doing exactly that. Walking up to the tree and just imagine feeling the sensation of your arms embracing the girth and the texture of that tree. Maybe the tree has a smell. Maybe there's a gentle breeze through the forest. And I want you to get an overwhelming feeling of peace. Peace, calm, and tranquility. And nearby you can hear the sound of a creek or a babbling brook. And imagine somewhere in that creek a rock pool forms of the purest spring water. And just imagine taking a dip there in that fresh, natural spring water with the perfect view of this interesting, open-hearted tree. And imagine that these spring waters are warm but not hot, that they are cleansing you at the cellular level, opening up pores, giving you access to rare spring minerals that your body needs for optimal health. And just imagine, while you're bathing in the spring waters, that you're breathing in a vibrant, bright white, healing light. As you breathe in that healing white light, imagine that your body knows where to direct that healing white light. Which parts of your body need the healing energy the most? This healing white light has the capacity to heal physically and emotionally. As you feel how you would feel bathing in a warm rock pool of clean mineral water, while staring into a majestic, open-hearted tree, breathing in those healing white lights. But as you exhale, imagine something dark is leaving your body in that outward breath, maybe representing the echoes of emotions you've been holding on to for years. You are breathing in what your body needs and exhaling anything that it no longer needs. The deeper you breathe, the more of that healing white light you breathe in. And the longer you exhale, the more you are releasing all that your body no longer needs. There you are, hearing the trickles of water in the creek, feeling the breeze on your skin, and feeling a wonderful sense that you are healing with every breath. And just imagine a warm, healing light surrounding you. And imagine that any unresolved emotions are like thick black tar hidden somewhere in your body. And as you imagine that warm, healing light infusing with the healing white light that you're breathing in, imagine this powerful cocktail is melting away the thick black tar of unresolved emotions hidden somewhere within your body. And when they melt away, the blackness of the tar can evaporate, and you can imagine it leaving your body in that outward breath. Feel acceptance flowing through you, gently dissolving all past hurts and grievances. You're breathing in healing white light and breathing out any toxic energies that somehow got trapped in your body, releasing them out there into the universe. And you could imagine that black tar of unresolved emotions shrinking and fading with each deep breath you take, leaving only peace behind. And imagine what it would be like, whether it's necessary or not, to forgive yourself and others, just because you can, as you feel a heavy burden lift off your shoulders as you continue to imagine that thick black tar dissipating. Imagine your body's cells regenerating and healing, the black tar transforming into bright, healthy energy, as you can feel empowered to release all toxic emotions, knowing that they just no longer serve you. And use that powerful imagination of yours to visualize any areas of ill health in your body becoming bathed in healing light, restoring them to full health and vitality. And any ideas of cancerous cells, just imagine them shrinking and disappearing, leaving only vibrant, healthy cells behind. As you feel a wave of calm and tranquility washing over you, sweeping away any negativity and any unresolved issues. And you don't need to know exactly what is unresolved. You could just trust that your unconscious mind knows, and you command it to release it. So imagine that powerful force within you deciding to release all unresolved emotions, allowing you to move forward with clarity and feel the warmth of forgiveness for others and yourself filling your heart. Feel that healthy glow there in your heart, spreading out to all parts of your chest. And just accept that any damaged cells in your body are being repaired, being restored, and getting back to full health. You can let go of all past hurts, any past jealousies, any anger or irritations, and in doing so you can feel lighter and more at peace with each release. because it's time to feel now the acceptance and forgiveness spreading through your body, dissolving any remaining traces of the black tar, and that your body is now glowing with vibrant health as all toxic energies are now released. Not just released out there into the air, but imagine the spring waters of the creek have also taken them far, far down current now. There are no remaining unresolved emotions, any suppressed thoughts. Everything is now accepted or forgiven, and you give permission for it to be released. Feel the power of your mind healing any ill health and any ideas of cancerous cells are just shrinking and vanishing, replaced by healthy, vibrant cells. Feel a deep sense of peace and empowerment as you let go of negative energies that have been haunting you, even if you didn't realize. Because now your body and mind is in perfect harmony. All toxic emotions has been released, and your body is now conducive to healing and positive transformation. And imagine as you leave that healing rock pool of warm water, you just check your body. Check that you feel lighter, that heavy emotions have been released. And check for clues that your body is now healing more rapidly than ever before. But before you leave this place in nature, go back to that tree with the open heart, realizing this was always a message for you, that an open heart is the gateway. It was always the stepping stone. And as you embrace that tree one final time, you thank the tree for communicating a message, and now it's fully understood. And then imagine floating up into the air, feeling lighter, feeling free. Anything toxic is all the way down below. As you imagine floating up into the sky, beyond the clouds, floating over oceans, mountains, perhaps even cities and countryside, all the way back to your present moment, and maybe seeing your own home from above, knowing that you're inside your physical body, and then returning to the here and now. And in doing so, you drift back right now into the present moment, feeling healthy, vibrant, and that something that was unresolved is now resolved, and that it is time to move forward with more optimism than ever before. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Connect fully with the present moment As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, you will awaken feeling resourceful, optimistic, healthy, and that something that needed to be resolved has been resolved. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.